back at it again. I got a haircut. Check it out. Check it out. Sorry, check it out. Check it out. Bam. Alright. So, now that's out of the way. Welcome back. I took 3 weeks off. I know that was a long time. And I know you guys couldn't make it with those reviews. Whew. So, I'm back again. And I don't think anyone really cares. I don't think anyone's going to watch it. You know what? I'm having fun with it. So, might as well. Today, we're going to be talking about self-driving cars and podcasts. I decided to go a little easier today. We're still all about change and how these things could actually change you as a person, mentally, physically, and otherlies that exist. So yes, let's get straight into that. Let's start off with the fantastic, my favorite segment of the day, of this video, the joke of the day. And you already know they keep on getting better and better, bro. Like, they're so top notch. Alright, here we go. Ready? Okay. Let's go for this. Alright. What do cows most like to read? Catalogs. Catalogs. That's funny, yo. Cause it's cattle, like you heard the cattle, like when you're in the farm or something, you heard the cattle. It's catalogs. That's hilarious. Man, life is so great when you just laugh at things. Okay. Today, fun fact, the national day of today is National Oyster Rockefeller Day. Some of you may not know what that is. It's pretty good. It is a dish, like a dish is something that you eat if you do not know what a dish is. It has like a shell with seasoning and stuff inside that shell, and you eat it, and it tastes alright. If you haven't tried it, there's something you can try. If you're like wanting adventure, seeking something forth in your life, you might as well give it a try. By the way, this is a shirt I got for Christmas. It's a song from my favorite rapper, and it's kind of funny because this is "Leave Me Alone." It's out of context, but like you just walking by the streets of school and they see you with the "Leave Me Alone" shirt. Oh, it's awesome! It's awesome. Okay, what's not awesome is Dwayne Hickman, who's an actor. He died January 9th, and he was in a lot of movies. We'll give him 20 seconds of silence soon. Another person who died, it was a person in my school. I won't give out much information, because I don't think he really would want me to. He was a kid at my school, and he actually did pass away, Friday night, Saturday morning-ish. And it came out of nowhere. 20-second silence starting now. Alright, that's about 20 seconds. Moving on. This quote might help you if you're dealing with grief of losing someone that you knew. I knew of him. I didn't really know this guy who passed away at our school, but I didn't know of him, and that's a little sad. This quote says, "Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive." And the person who said that was Hafez. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's what he said. And I can easily distinguish this quote. What it's saying is, all these people that are loyal, you just stick close to them. Really, I mean, because then it kind of like gets that thought when you're alone at late nights of depressional thoughts passing by. It kind of helps that go away because you're focused on just hanging out and having fun. Oh, that's pretty important. Alright, moving on to self-driving cars and how they are controlling our minds. That was that was a joke. I'm not actually gonna talk about that. Self-driving cars are pretty cool. I heard like Toyota's doing it or something like that. I decided to make a news over it. I think it's really really cool. But I still feel like in the future, when every car is a self-driving car, I still feel like you still need driver's ed because you shouldn't fully rely on technology to get you from point A to point B to point C to point D. You really shouldn't rely on technology too much. I mean, it's okay here and there, but like on like slippery roads and stuff, I wouldn't rely on technology. I don't think it's making humans weak per se, but we're relying on it a bit too much. I would say. I feel like the technology is what makes us. What makes us kind of more of the dominant because we're dominant species because we got that mindset, we got that smartness when we can communicate through a language, and we have tons of them too, and it's very important that we use that smartness to do something with it. And we evolved to guns. We evolved from like sticks to swords and swords to guns and guns to like bazookas. Bazookas from tanks to like a full on nuke. I mean, weaponry is involved, which is how we defend ourselves because we don't have what a lot of animals have. We don't have razor sharp teeth that we use a lot. We don't have like claws. We have a patch of fur, and that's about it. We don't have much. But technology, and that is known as technology because that's what evolves and that's what gets better, is the guns and weaponry and stuff. But technology also has self-driving cars. Self-driving cars. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't probably buy one. It sounds like it'd be expensive. Something I thought was interesting though is Back to the Future. They predicted incorrectly that there would be hover cars, and I didn't. I guess it could be possible, but it'd be really really hard because cars weigh about a ton, and if it's like a limo or something, it'd be like 2 tons, which is like a lot of pounds. So it had to hover, but maybe not even hover. It might have to like be in the air, and that's really hard. But I still feel like self-driving cars really cool. I like how where the idea is going. But we shouldn't rely on this. We should still have driver ed classes. We should still have things. People should still know how to drive. They shouldn't rely on cars because you're still responsible behind the wheel. You can't crash a car and say it was the car's fault. It's your fault. You're the one behind the wheel, and that's what you really learn in driver's ed, and you learn how to deal with situations. But the number one thing that you learn is you're behind the wheel. It's your fault. You're held responsible, and that's pretty serious. So there's thoughts on self-driving cars. Still be responsible. Still use cars, and don't rely all the way on self-driving cars. Moving on from that, we'll talk about podcasts. And podcasts aren't really known to be known. I'm sure in school you learn how to do podcasts, and something that not a lot of people realize is radio stations, they are podcasts. They just have music involved, and then they talk for a bit. That talking bit is really the podcast part. So you listen to podcasts just about every day when you listen to radios, and like when the music stops and they're talking about something, that's a podcast. This is technically a podcast. Podcasts preferably don't show your face. They usually don't, but I guess they could in a sense. I don't know. I'd look at the definition. But it's just kind of just talking about topics that are probably recent, like recent discovery shows, self-driving cars. Recent discovery shows, podcasts. But the thing about podcasts is that They're not always factual. They're also way more organized than I am. My pencil is pretty dumb. This is very off topic, but it keeps on falling out. It's served us well. I might have to get a new one. That's pretty sad. Back on topic. Podcasts. They're pretty effective, and I would say listen to podcasts that you know are true. Podcasts are very important to listen to because they tell you all kinds of information. Like, one time I learned from a podcast the correct way to hold the hamburger. I mean, you never know. It's the little things that are important. But podcasts are very, very important to listen to and to understand. And great way of communication, because communication is a really big skill to have. It really is. And that's something that schools really do improve on. Things that people don't realize about schools is that they do teach you good life lessons. Like podcasts, that's pretty important to know. More important than you think, anyways. Podcasts, presentations in front of people, they do that very well as well. That's a life skill that you probably need to have. And then they teach you other things, like basic stuff, like this is polite, this is impolite, don't do this, do that, you know. But they don't teach you a lot of financial aid. In my school, there's a class that you take for a semester. It is like financial aid and stuff, so you know what to do. Yeah. The podcasts, more important than you think. They really do. They're like a great way to get like just quick information. You know what I mean? It's like a YouTube video, but shorter. But it's longer than TikTok. You know what I mean? It's a longer version of TikTok, and it's shorter than YouTube. It's like straight to the point, straight and narrow, and it's pretty cool. So we'll end it around there. If you guys like this video, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share. When you comment, tell me things that we talk about. Honestly, bro squad, you're the squad. We're all the squad. I'm just the bro that represents the squad. You guys are the squad. I put a lot of thought into this name. You guys are the squad. I just represent you guys. So make sure that you comment down with things you want me to talk about. It's like, I don't know, just We'll see you guys in the next one. Bro squad, out.